establishing a city baseline of reference for survey elevations and fixing the elevation of the primal benchmark. Elevation surveys are necessary, for example, when constructing a building, to make sure that the building will not flood when it rains. They're also necessary to make sure that sewer pipes flow downhill. Establishing a base plane of reference ensured that adjacent projects could be linked together, and surveyors would be speaking the same language with respect to elevation. Most of La Mesa is between 500 and 600 feet above mean sea level. Benchmarks are located throughout the city. They are small bronze monuments or discs, typically located from that form a network of elevations. Each is labeled with an elevation based on the reference plane so that a surveyor could find a benchmark near a project for their use. The primal benchmark was a bronze tablet set in the wall of the brick building at the southwest corner of Lookout and Railroad Avenues, now known as La Mesa Boulevard and Evo Drive. That building back behind you right there. Its elevation was fixed at 540 and 6/100 feet above city base or mean sea level. Unfortunately, over time, or what sometimes is referred to as progress, the primal benchmark was lost. Today, in honor of La Mesa's 100th birthday, we will set the Centennial benchmark. Tomorrow night, we will request the City Council to adopt an ordinance establishing and fixing the elevation of the Centennial benchmark. Welcome to the City of La Mesa benchmark ceremony, the Department of Public Works' contribution to La Mesa's Centennial celebration. My name is Greg Humora, and I am the 16th city engineer for the City of La Mesa. I would like to recognize a few guests today. Mayor Arthur is here. Vice Mayor Mark Garapastathis is here. Councilmember Dave Allen is here. Councilmember Ernie Ewan is here. And Councilmember Ruth Sterling is here. I'd like to ask Mayor Arthur to say a few quick words.
Thank you, Greg. And on behalf of the city and the entire city council, we want to welcome you to this ceremony. It also has another dual purpose. That benchmark is on 4.5 feet of concrete. I saw when they were making it at City Hall. And the other purpose that it serves, it's got the name of all the former Mesa Masons and their address in there. So if you ever want to know who they were, it's in there. Congratulations. Thank you very much. I want to congratulate the Public Works Department. Historically, they make a human sacrifice every 100 years. This year, they decided to give us this next year. So thank you guys for doing a great job.
Also here today is City Manager Dave Witt, Assistant City Manager Yvonne Garrett, Bill Chopnik, Director of Community Development is here. Thank you all for coming. Also we have Carlos Lugo, General Manager of the Helix Water District. Jim Tomasulo, Director of Engineering for the Helix Water District. Thank you for coming. And Miss La Mesa, Lindsay Falzer is here. A couple other people that helped make today happen. Here we go with the trolley. The trolley, of course, is here. It's been here for 100 years. Former city employee Mickey Aguirre. Without him, I could not stamp this monument today. Mickey is here. Thank you, Mickey. Of course, the engineering division support staff, all dressed in their blue shirts. They look sharp. Thank you very much, engineering. Public Works crew leader John Hill performing and installing the monument. Associate Engineer Dirk Epperson, who assisted with the construction and in the installation. H&D Construction, who donated the concrete for the monument. This concrete right here, which is also next to the sidewalk out at Blumenthal's. They had some extra concrete, which contributing to the monument. Survey Party Chief Michael Kennard. Wave, Michael. And finally, Survey Rodman Dan Marquardt, who can not only hold the rod straight, which is not as easy as it looks, but he designed the monument and managed this project. Thank you all for your help. Now we get to the good stuff. We're going to perform the survey. Now listen up, there'll be a test afterwards. In order to establish the elevation of the Centennial benchmark, we need to compare it to another benchmark with a known elevation. The object with the known elevation we will be comparing it to is a 2.5-inch bronze disc in the rail station platform north of La Mesa Boulevard. And over on the other side is Joe Kuhn, our stormwater program manager. He's standing in front of the brass monument over there. We are calling the bronze disc, benchmark A, for reference in our field book. This is the field book. We previously placed the rod on top of the benchmark and recorded the rod reading from the instrument over there.
Where?
We will now compare the elevation of the Centennial benchmark to benchmark A. I will first ask the rod man to wave the rod. He does this to ensure the rod is plumb straight up and down. I will then read the elevation of the rod to the party chief. The party chief will then compare the elevation of the rod shot at benchmark A with the elevation of the Centennial benchmark. We will now conduct the survey.
I don't know.
Rod man, wave the rod. Good for left, right. Wave the rod, forward and back. Good for forward and back. Survey party chief, reading is 8.27. Compute the elevation. Elevation is 538.27. We'll now stand.
Oh my God, it's so cute.
Stand 5.
No, I understand, but I want to
5.
see this.
Stand 3.
I don't understand.
3. Stand 8. 8. Decimal point. Decimal point. Scalpel. Yeah. 2. 2. Stand 7. 7.
Ruth.
This completes our survey. Thank you for coming today.